Hey, everyone. Animalove1105 here. Before I start, I sincerely apologize for the lack of uploads on my Plotagon channel. I've been focusing on a lot more things. I'll get into things like that this video. Along with that, to the ones watching on my main channel, I did say I won't be uploading Plotagon content on that channel. The main reason I wanted to put it up there is to make sure that my message gets spread as far in not only the Plotagon community, but as much communities suffering from the issues I will be talking about as I can. My message is pretty serious, so anyone in the Plotagon community or other communities, please make sure you're aware of the issues I'll be covering in this video. In the meantime, this video is going to be addressing the issues and problems with the Plotagon and other communities. From the haters to the toxic parts of the communities, I will be explaining each part, to make sure everyone knows about what's going on. Now, let's start. The content made in most communities like the GoAnimate and Plotagon communities are honestly getting pretty overrated. The most obvious answer are the grounded and ungrounded videos. Yay, I did make some for enjoyment, but they're getting pretty annoying, especially the ones that follow a plot that has been used many times. Like the Punishment Day videos, the If This Character Got Grounded Forever videos, the character destroys that and character steals this. I could go on. These videos really get overrated. That can't be the only answer though. We always can't forget those stupid rants. You know, the ones that go like,
South Park.
What? No.
More like Dumb Park. This show sucks. This show is about this group of kids going on failure misadventures. This show has a ton of bad words, violence, and adult jokes. There was this one part where Cartman made his friend smell his butt. Like,
Oh my god!
that's disgusting. I hope this show gets taken off the air forever.
Like seriously, these 10-year-old kids on YouTube make the dumbest rants ever, and they give the stupidest reasoning for why they hate this. It's always like, it's not for kids, or I don't like the characters. Just because you don't like a single, small thing about some show doesn't mean you have to make a big deal about it. You can just watch that show or media or something and think of actual reasons for it, like the animation is bad or it just doesn't look interesting for me. The thing is that most of these rants are more targeted against shows for a more younger or more older audience. If you say that you don't like so-called baby shows because you're too old for them, well they're just not for you. They're meant for a preschool audience. If you're making a big deal about an adult show or movie, saying it has things like violence or nudity, well suck it up. They exist for a reason. Comedy. If it's not for you, just ignore it. No need to make a big and stupid fuss about it. If it's about something more reasonable, like NSFW content, then I understand. There's things that are very reasonable and some things that aren't very reasonable. These videos also use the most annoying phrases, like the baby show term, the good and bad user terms, failure adventures, like it's a gift from God, like it's worse than some World War II guy, amongst many others. Just please use different words rather than the ones we use all the time. Along with that, if you've been in the Plotagon community lately, you may have seen these my favorite to least favorite shows lists, where a user makes a video and puts random shows or other media into different ranks, similar to tier lists. I don't find these videos to be the best ones, to be honest. First off, the videos are almost a bit too long for what they are, because they put so much shows and ranks and whatever. Secondly, they always rage about their most hated show, and it's just stupid. It's a thing for pretty much all of these videos I've watched and it's getting annoying. Moving on in the topic, the main quality of the content here is pretty poor. It just follows the same or similar plots, it overuses sound effects, etc. I recommend using a different plotline or use one voice sound effect each time. In terms of quality, try using a video editor, like KineMaster, CapCut, or iMovie. You can add more music or sound effects that way. In the terms of plots, people always copy them, or as users call them, inspiring other users. This is when one user gets an idea of another user's video, and then they take that video and make a whole copy off of it, using different characters than the original video. This is copying, not inspiring. Inspiring is to having the effect of inspiring someone, giving someone positive or creative feelings, not just taking a video plot. You can just inspire someone instead by getting a few ideas from that video and or other videos, and then putting those elements into a more unique video. That's an inspired video. Well, I believe that's all I have about the content in the community. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay, it's time to talk about the users. Basically the people who run the Plotagon community along with other communities. There's people on there who I've met that are nice and all, but the main problem with this part are the users who are the complete opposite. I'm not going to name any names here, but there's just so much people here who do the stupidest crap in this community. They do things such as opinion bashing, calling names, and other stuff which is a lot to list. Firstly, opinion bashing just makes you look like some random kid who just can't take things normally. Calling names has been a thing for a while now and it's getting really annoying. Other stuff like heart spamming just doesn't seem necessary. The only thing it does is fill up notifications and such. It's extremely unnecessary. This is a damn social media site. It's easily ignorable and the notifications can just be cleared easily. There's also people who just take smaller things a bit too seriously. The most common instances of this are against spam bots and haters. Bots are not real people and they are meant to be ignored. Same for haters. It's their opinion and your job is just to leave them be. Speaking of haters, those people are just trolls. Just ignore them and it will all be fine. All those people want is attention. There's also people who commit literal crimes. I've heard instances of doxing, CP, predators, pervs, and many other things. The people on here seriously need to get a life. People make these videos out of young people and are leaking people's information, and this is not, and I mean not okay. Anyway, that should be all with the users in the communities. I know it wasn't much, but still, there's a lot going on with these people. Now to the next topic. Well, here we go. It's one of the main stars of the community, the drama of it. It's happening too much because of the stupidity of the users in the community. There's a lot of it, but I'll explain a few. The first and most infamous one is the drama of GoAnimate's Roku-kun the Vianda, Paper Luigi 99 and Harry Strack the GoAnimator. The main thing here is simple. There's these stupid Go kids that are hating on these free users all because of their content. Their content mostly contains acts of violence and abuse and such. These stupid kids would just go out and do stupid things against these users, like make rants, grounded videos, and other stuff out of them. I honestly find their content to be pretty entertaining. Also, these free users do not support child abuse or any crime in general. These kids seriously need to know how to just ignore users they hate. There's other content like this too. These videos are all for entertainment purposes. You Go kids need to get a life and learn to not take things to the extreme. Learn to not bash opinions and such. JT the Blue Panier Tank Productions did a live stream with Harry Strack talking about the whole situation with him. I recommend you go watch it as it talks about the important parts of it. Link in the description. The second one I will be talking about is mainly in the Plotagon community. This one will be about the hellhole that is Aubrey Cox's fanbase. Aubrey Cox is a popular Plotagonist that actually makes good content for the community. She's a good YouTuber and all, but her fanbase can't be the best. If you check her content right now, everything looks fine, but there's cases where her community is just doing the things toxic people would do here. Opinion bashing, hating, trolling, etc. It's just how these people roll and it sucks. These kids need to know not to just be some random hater on YouTube and actually do right things like ignore other people or haters. There are many, and I mean many other dramas that go on here in these communities, but it's a lot to list. Well, I think that's all I have to talk about in this video. Remember, if I missed anything important, please let me know. Anyways, in conclusion, the state of the Plotagon community, amongst others like the GoAnimate community, is just not very good right now. It's filled with these children who just want attention and everything, making the stupidest actions possible. It's what makes these communities worse, and it sucks. If you want to help with this, here's a few tips. Firstly, ignore any haters or trollers going against you or anyone else. These people just want attention. They put out the hate, and then people start responding and start talking about it. To prevent this, just ignore these people. It makes the hate useless and they'll stop. 2. Respect each other's opinions. The Plotagon community was meant to be a safe and fun space, so please respect each other, especially each other's opinions. And don't make a big deal about it. This is on a digital site, not in the real world. You can live your life your way, so don't just assault someone just because they hate a show you like. And 3. Be nice. You get the idea. Just don't be a troll. Anyways, before I go, I want to talk about my Plotagon content and my status in the community. I won't be making as much Plotagon content anymore. I just don't feel like making content as much. Don't worry, I'll still be in the community for a bit more. I can't really quit yet because I already come across enough Plotagon and GoAnimate content. Just don't expect me to make Plotagon content for a while. If you want to check my plot content on my main and my Plotagon channel, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Be sure to subscribe for more content. Goodbye.